Miracle of StarCraft. Anyways, folks, looks like both our players are finally ready to go here. Game 1 going to be on Radeon, so let's jump into Dewalt versus Fengzi. Ready, spawning bottom right side of Radeon as the blue Protoss. It is Dewalt.
And we've got Fengzi on the top left side of the map as the red Zerg. The colors are better than the last matchup,
Yeah.
right? It was a little bit difficult, so now we have the blue and red.
Yeah, I definitely confused Bonyth and QiaoGege's starting locations at the start of that last game for sure. So I feel you. Oh man.
Yeah.
Old
Yeah,
Chobo
I
Zerg.
think-
I like that name.
Oh.
That's funny.
Yeah. We were saying he's an old school player, right? And no, majority of us that are playing are old school players because we started back in the days. But he was really on the top back in the days. So that's the difference, right, between us and him.
Yes. No, definitely. He's been at the top the entire time. In the foreign scene for sure. Fengzi, I mean, in the WCG days, if you were in a bracket and you ended up being unfortunate enough to match up against Fengzi, you knew it was a fight. So, yeah, definitely one of those players who's been playing for a couple decades and still playing at the highest of caliber. It's kind of incredible.
I'm amazing. Sounds couple decades, right? You're playing a game couple decades. That's dedication.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's I mean, how many folks in other scenes are still playing their game 20 years later? Not many.
Yeah. Okay, we've got a Nexus first against what, an Overpool or
Yeah, I think it's an Overpool. It's gonna be close, but I think basically Dewalt will just barely hold.
Yeah, first of all, Dewalt was yet not scouted. Second of all, this is cross positions, what favors a little bit the opening that Dewalt choose. So I think he will be okay.
Yeah, he should be fine. Making a little bit of damage here on one of the drones inside the main. Just being
I would say it was more than a little. It was like 10 HP. Look at it. Yeah.
Ooh.
He might be able to kill it.
He might. He's looking for it for sure. Makes the extractor wise decision.
The balls on the guy, right? There are links, but I don't care about links. I'll just harass him a little bit more.
Yep. No, he's not afraid at all. I mean, his probe control is just next level. All right, looks like Fengzi unfortunately going to scout the cannon, completing just in time here. But at least he knows where Dewalt's natural is now.
In the opening, like this, the longer the game will go, it will be better for Dewalt because because it's a form of an economic cheese, right? Like CC first or 12 next versus in PvT, right? So it's very difficult to catch up as a Zerg player.
Yeah, it's really difficult to catch up, especially from a position like this. A lot of times Zergs will go for Zergling speed there and maybe just try to hope Dewalt doesn't wall properly, but it's Dewalt, so Fengzi has a very uphill battle to fight from here on out.
Yeah, so now the question is, I think that we've seen the layer, so probably it will be a standard game, but the question is, will this be only aspired play to defend against the Courser and a follow-up with Hydras, or like Ogre Zerg type game?
Yeah, that is kind of the question. It's really going to be, we're not really going to be able to tell until it gets a little further in, I think.
Yeah.
But looks like Fengzi is making some more Zerglings, just wants to secure map control. But I think the layer timing was fine. He should be able to get a Spire out in time before losing, and Scourge obviously before losing too many Overlords here. So Good timing so far from Fengzi.
And usually a Protoss player is able to kill one. Right? That's the standard, one Overlord. So that's if Fengzi will be able to defend against it, it will be amazing. And just now, 5 minutes in, he lost his initial probe. That tells you something about probe management.
Yeah, he has such hyper great control with his probes, being able to, even allow them to survive that entire time. First Corsair is out and underway though for Dewalt, and like you said, if killing one Overlord's fine, any more, as soon as it starts getting more and more than that, it's going to be quite difficult here. But look at the speed at which Dewalt has this first Corsair. Spire is not done yet. It's already got a Templar Archives underway. Gotta say, the drone count's looking pretty good, though, still, for Fengzi. 28 to the 38 of Dewalt.
I like how Fengzi hid his overlord. Look, every overlord is at the top of the map, on the side of the map, hiding somewhere, not to lose it to the initial Corsair.
Yeah, he really has done a great job. Not just like getting lazy and leaving one at the natural or something like this. And you see it in Dewalt. He's kind of peeking around. Does see the first initial Scourge, but wisely decides to back up and start building up that Corsair count.
But we saw there some mutas being made, so now probably now the question is, and there is the second gas. So the question is, will he decide to go for fully for muta, or this is just 4 or 5 to snipe a little bit and make the Protoss stay in his base?
Mazur, what's your preference on that? Do you prefer to kind of go mass muta into like Ogre Zerg style, or just the 5 muta into Hydra?
If I'm playing as the Protoss against it, I would prefer to play against this small number of mutas and Hydras. I don't like mutas. Mutas are crazy.
Yeah. They are crazy.
And especially the... Oh my god, he lost his his initial Corsair, so that's a huge deal. Even now he needs to compensate, even though he has the +1, he needs more to kill the Scourge.
Yeah, he's gonna need more Corsair, which just delays the timing even further. Still, first DT walking in here wisely walks away. Yeah. I think before
I love the DT play. I love the DT play because as a Protoss, when you're running out with this build, you're not able to scout because of the mutas, but Dark Templar goes next to each and every unit and checks out what's happening. So now he knows, okay, I don't need too many Corsairs, it's not Ogre Zerg, I need a Storm or more Zealots or Gateways.
Absolutely. So yeah, like you said, we already see the adjustment. He's starting to make more and more Templar here. Yeah, this is actually going to be very good for Dewalt here. Waiting for one more Corsair, and it looks like he's going to start sharking out on the map again.
And it's a 6-hatch from Fengzi, so we'll see a swarm of Hydras in a moment.
They are cross maps, so there's quite a bit of travel distance, on this map for ZVP. So both players gonna have to be wary that they maybe don't want to move out too far until they're very prepared for a timing.
Yeah, and it's a shame that Dewalt didn't scout the additional 6 hatchery, because now he needs to be very careful, because if he will decide to take another base, it can backfire instantly. Fengzi is doing a really good job with denying anything with that Dark Templar.
It's just been really good positioning, right? He's got his overlords kind of spread out right outside the natural, right outside the third. He's really making sure he's got all of his bases covered, literally. So well done there. Dewalt, though, continues to stack up more and more Templar here and has a robotics facility underway. Maybe looking to get some observer tech.
But economically wise, both players have 48 workers. That's amazing. For especially that's good for Protoss, but amazing for a Zerg player. And the
Yes.
next will be denied.
Yeah,
Nice
very
job
nice
by Fengzi.
denial. And again, it's like you say, it's not like he dedicated a lot of resources to these muta. This is very minimal amounts of muta, and gets away with all the muta. That was an impressive split there from Fengzi.
Ah,
Oh
that
my
was
gosh!
really nice.
Wow,
Nice
he
job.
just styled on Dewalt. That was crazy.
Still not
Oh,
didn't kill it. Okay, maybe
yeah.
now.
All right, gets one more. Still though, I think Fengzi's
Oh,
happy to have this trade. Yeah.
ah,
Uh-oh. Yeah, things looking a little dicey here for Dewalt. Templar haven't joined the Force yet. They're still back at the Natural. And Fengzi very confidently starting to morph some Lurkers in the face of Dewalt.
yeah, both players are in the same time expanding. So we have standard. This looks like something that will go to a longer period of time and late game probably.
Yeah, you're right. It seems like both players are definitely stabilizing. Dewalt has that third underway, but Fengzi has a fourth of his own at the 12 o'clock base location. So yeah, this is looking to be a good match here so far. Oh, and the
Um,
resupply of Buda here.
oh,
There's only one
that's
a
that's
couple coins
my
there.
only two. That's why you always need to save your coursers because Zergs are always or rather often doing the muta switch, and this can design the game.
Yeah, it really can. I mean, I feel like there's almost nothing to stop this if Fengzi just runs in right now. Here we go. At
Look
least the
at the
mutas are
minimap.
going to get scouted.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, perfect.
Oh, here we go. Dive
Oh,
straight in. Just targeting down each and every single one of these Templar here. Still big storms. It's, you know, it's not like you traded those for nothing. Just a couple high Templars left.
nice
Okay.
save. Okay,
Yeah,
and the
Dewalt did that really
backstab of
well.
oh, will he manage to snipe the hatchery?
He might. Good drone drilling though from Fengzi, so at least you know he's still going to end up taking damage on the worker count here. But it looks like he just barely might be able to save this hatchery. That was
Oh,
very
that
close
was
though.
close.
Huh, I wonder if he's going to morph that into a layer just to get some more health on it. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
go on, go on. Sorry.
I was gonna say it looks like you know quite a sizable Hydra force here still from Fengzi. He's gonna need to start producing some lurkers and look to take a fifth base here, pretty soon though. There we go. There's the lurker morph outside the natural. Still
Yeah.
no hive underway.
The upgrades look quite nice. Zerg has +2 on his Hydras, whereas Dewalt has 1-1 upgrades, but doing continuing upgrading his army in 2 forgers. Oh, 1-2, perfect timing.
Oh wow. Yeah, it looks like Dewalt wants to get on the map and start doing something. Looks like he's at least clearing 6 o'clock to take his own fourth. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Dewalt starts attacking before there's potential for Dark Swarm or anything.
Yeah, probably he will try to do some skirmishes just to land some nice storms. I don't know, I see a very big order of new drones just to saturate probably the 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I think you're right. That was a lot of drones. We're even seeing a worker lead now for Fengzi. Always a good position to be in as Zerg. They'll need a lot of units now, though. It's pretty clear Dewalt's getting comfortable moving across the map. Maybe just trying to shut down any potential counters, you know, for his new base. And then as soon as 6 o'clock feels safe, he'll likely move in to engage.
And we
Ooh,
see
look
the
at this
hive.
seedling. Nice.
Ah,
Yeah. Oh, there is a hive. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty key. Adrenal glands on those Zerglings, as well as the +3 upgrades. You know, Defilers with Lurker Ling should allow Fengzi to start really pressuring the 4th base, the 3rd base of Dewalt.
This is the current playstyle of Zerg, right? In late game. Oh, but he found an opening. Dewalt found an opening. Now the decider will be if he manage to move his High Templar in proper position.
Yeah, because so far, Fengzi's actually just cleaning these up. Those Zerglings popped out just the perfect time here. Dewalt even storming his own Observer. Still, though, the Templars did finally manage to make their way to the front here. And Fengzi's going to need to bring more and more units to try and defend his own 3rd base.
I like to say that in the key to PvZ is making Zerg fight in an uncomfortable position. This is a very uncomfortable position.
Massive storm there. Yeah, anytime you're walking in with Lurkers, it's never a good position to be in for Zerg, but eventually looks like Fengzi is going to get the Lurkers he needs in position to try to defend this. But man, the storms have just been on point here for Dewalt.
And the fact that, as you said, that he had to move his Lurkers, I mean Fengzi, it's the crucial thing here, right? Because it's very difficult to attack with Lurkers against Protoss. But
yes,
the swarm of Hydras appears to be too much.
Yeah, really, I'm surprised. It seems like Fengzi, despite the not the best start, is at least able to secure this base.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Fengzi took 2 additional bases, or rather took 1 and is taking 1 more.
Ooh. Dewalt sees it though. It looks like Dewalt's going to be moving towards his top right base location. Oh, massive Lurker spines though on these Zealots. That was very well done there from Fengzi. And here comes the flanking Hydra Force. The storms are just massive though. Oh no. I don't know if Fengzi's going to be able to save these 2 top right bases.
Yeah, this will be very difficult to save it. There are no defenses there.
Yeah, nothing there at all. It's not even like a Lurker on the ramp. Again, just forced to walk with unburrowed Lurkers, into such a massive force from Dewalt. But it looks like he's going to shut the ramp off. Oh, man. Fengzi actually just turning this into a pretty good situation here. This is the bulk of Dewalt's force, and it's forced to fight these Lurkers with just Zealot Dragoon here. Oh, Observer goes down too, so you won't be able to see these Lurkers anymore. I gotta say, this is looking a lot better for Fengzi than I originally thought.
Yeah, I thought that he will lose the top right base also, but Fengzi managed to defend it. And we see a Robo facility. So we'll see reverse or speed shuttles in this game.
Reavers are great just to being able to even just secure, your 4th and your 5th base, but Storm Drop can wreak havoc on Zerg economy. Here we go.
Oh, and we see the Defiler.
Yeah, the Defilers are out here from Fengzi, so that's going to be Plague, that's going to be Dark Swarm for Lurker Zergling. We'll see how Dewalt handles this. Oh, a couple Zealots getting in that mineral line. That is not going to be good here for Fengzi.
Oh, and we see the Swarm. The Cheeto Dust, right?
Yeah, the good old Cheeto Dust. It makes all of these Dragoons worthless for the moment, which is always nice. Oh, huge storms, though, from Dewalt, just completely crushing this counter timing. Oh, man. Fengzi taking some big damage. That was a lot of drone losses at this 3rd base. He's continuing to just kind of shuffle units in piecemeal, one at a time. But still, though, Lurkers under the Dark Swarm might be the key he needs to just kind of continue holding this base.
Oh, And the denial of the upgrade, the I think +3, no, +2 armor is the big thing.
That is a big deal. Oh no. Yeah, he's absolutely going to need +2 armor. Oh, look at the Archon targeting down all of the... Dewalt, you monster.
Oh. Even me as a Protoss player is like, oh, that had hurt.
Yeah, it absolutely hurt. Man, I gotta say, Fengzi is just putting up a fight. It really seemed like Dewalt was on the back foot for the majority of this game, but Dewalt finally really, you know, in a pretty strong position here.
And look at but on the other hand, look at the expansions, right? He retook his initial, okay, and let's pause that thought. Nice storms, nice backing up, and we have a Dark Templar in the 12 o'clock.
Yeah, he ended up killing that weakened hatchery. There was just no nothing there to see it, unfortunately. So again, Fengzi gonna be forced to move those drones to the top right, and there's not a ton of units top right to defend it.
And I like how Fengzi is expanding, and like you can see that this is the old style, right? Having everywhere expansions, because he has the top right side of the map and he took the third expansion from the bottom left side of the map, right? It's a lot, and Dewalt doesn't know about it.
Yeah, he doesn't know about bottom left at all. I mean, that can allow Fengzi to come back into this. Ooh, nice plague. Oh man, he really caught this force out of Dewalt here. This went very well for Fengzi. Uh-oh. Looks like a High Templar Storm looking for the third base. There's not that many drones at it, though, from Fengzi here. So, getting a little lucky with that, I'd say. Still, some nice drone kill pickups there for Dewalt. Dewalt running into a lot of
oh my God.
lurkers top right.
Yeah. But look at the expansion. The fact that he lost the 12 o'clock, the third base, Zerk lost the 12 o'clock, the left, the third base on the left is also mined out or not even gathering. So basically it breaks down Fengzi to 3 active expansions, whereas Dewalt has also 3.
Oh, true. Yeah. Dewalt is able to mine more because of that. I mean, we see it in the supply, too. Dewalt definitely has a sizable supply lead. Look at this harass, man. He's just being really annoying with a single shuttle and 2 Templar.
And an Archon in the main.
At
22 minutes.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Fengzi in a little bit of trouble here. Looks like we'll get a surround on that Archon, end up killing that off. Dewalt has started taking the natural bottom left here. And it looks like Fengzi wants to remove it. We'll see how this goes. That is a lot of lurkers.
And no reverse. Ah.
Yeah, that's always a blunder. Reavers are so strong late game PvZ. You gotta use... Oh, big counter though from Dewalt. Still, the Dark Swarm is just in the nick of time here to defend the base.
And the army looks like predominantly is consistent of High Templars. That's never a good situation.
Yeah, I mean, they turn into Archons, though, to be fair. Archons are always a good situation. I mean, Dewalt's just being very efficient with what he's got, and he has higher supply, so it seems like...
The harassment is crazy also.
Yeah, it's so painful to play, you know, late game Zerg versus Protoss versus this style of play. Ooh, here we go. Another big Templar storm drop. Kills a few
There are
drones
2 additional army boys in the shuttle.
Only 30 workers left now for Fengzi. It's funny because Fengzi's been doing so well in the fights, but it's just not enough.
Yeah. The one upside for Fengzi is I'm not sure if Dewalt knows about the 8 o'clock base.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, if he doesn't end up finding the 8 o'clock base and it goes, unscouted, he's able to just freely mine it for, another 10 minutes. That would be very difficult for him.
Oh,
He did.
that looked as almost a limit in Zillow.
Yeah, that is so many zealots. Pure zealot High Templar running to the top right side of the map here. I mean, Fengzi's
an amazing upgrade.
Yeah, with amazing upgrades. There we go. Looks like Dewalt's decided this is the time. There's just not that many units here, unfortunately, for Fengzi.
But there's Nidus.
To a Nidus, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, good storm so far.
Storm on the ramp, perfect storm.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh, he does lose his observer, but still, there's no lurkers here yet. Oh, wow. Lurker egg even gets stormed there from Dewalt. We're seeing more and more Zerglings run in, but it just looks like Dewalt has too much.
Oh my god. Storms on the back, storms on the front, and Zerglin versus Archon Zealot. Yeah, doesn't look good for Fengzi.
No, definitely not. We're seeing Dewalt start to storm down the last of the drones here at this base. Like you said, he does have the 8 o'clock base, but that's really it. And yeah, it looks like GG is going to be called there from Fengzi. So Dewalt, yeah, taking a pretty convincing 1-0 lead to start the set.
Yeah, really nice, really nice. Both players, especially I would say, mid-game, it looked very even. Dewalt was the aggressor in the majority of the time, but the execution, or rather the defensive capabilities of Fengzi were amazing. So at the beginning, till the up to middle, I wasn't sure who has the upper hand.
Same. It was a very dead even set. Dewalt wasn't really able to, I guess, like hinder or delay the fourth base of Fengzi, right? You did point out he killed that Evo chamber, which was going for +2 armor, so kind of feel like maybe that came into play a little bit for those first engagements, once he was in Hive Tech, but still very, very close. It just felt like once Dewalt got that fourth base up, there was no real space for Fengzi to get aggressive. Anytime he tried to move across the map with a Defiler and some Zerglings, it just wasn't enough. He wasn't in a position to be able to take advantage of it. So, yeah.
I think the challenge was that Fengzi wasn't able to create a contain in front of Dewalt's base, even though he had the initial lurker upgrade a little bit earlier than he started, right? So
right.
Dewalt was able to roam around the map freely, and I think that was the difficult point at Fengzi faced. I think we can start.
Yep, sounds like our players are ready to go, so let's go ahead and jump into game number 2. Alrighty, spawning bottom right side, the Chinese Zerg, Fengzi.
And again, the blue Protoss up 1-0 is Dewalt that spawned on the top right side of the map.
Dewalt is such a menace, man. It's got to be so difficult playing versus Dewalt in a best-of-3 series like this.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the game was so close, and there weren't many big mistakes from Fengzi at all. It's got to be very frustrating to have such a game where it seemingly you're in a very great position, like Fengzi was, and to still have your opponent come out on top.
Yeah, you're right, because we need to remember that no one took any economic damage at the beginning. No significant hits at the beginning, right? Everything started to go downfall from, I would say, the moment when Fengzi had to defend his third base, moving the lurkers and things like that. Okay, and we have the initial scout of Dewalt. Also starting
Yes.
with a gateway opening, and I really love what he did. So he scouted the space between both mains just to check for the Overlord, and now he knows where the Zerg player is actually.
Right away.
Otherwise,
Yep.
he would, yeah. Otherwise, he would go to another location, right?
Yep. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, or he would just realize, yeah, they're likely not there because Zerg always scouts this way with their first Overlord. It's such a smart thing to do on this map. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Fengzi will also see. Actually, no, he pulled the Overlord back. Did he? Oh no, that's a second Overlord. Never mind. He does see the gateway outside Dewalt's natural. I wasn't sure if he saw it or not, but it is overpool here from Fengzi, which is can be a little scary versus 9 gates sometimes.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like you kind of feel like you have a little less larva because your hatcheries are, slightly delayed. So trying to decide between making Zerglings and drones can be, a little scary here.
Yes,
Looks like
you're
he's
right.
optimizing for a counter. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was surprised that Dewalt saw the opening and even then started to move his initial zealot. So, okay. And we have two links in the Protoss base.
Yeah, 2 Zerglings inside the main. There is that Zealot out on the map harassing the third base of Fengzi at the same time. So it's going to be a little bit of multitasking here from both of our players shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, so, yeah, Dewalt was able to hide his zealot a little bit, but either way, you saw how the link was hitting the zealot through the mineral line.
Yeah, from the back of the mineral line. That's unfortunate.
That
Yeah.
yeah.
My Zerglings never have that kind of
I, I I have it all the time when I play against Zerg. So I don't know who are you playing, guys, but I need to play you more.
Okay. I see. Well, it looks like Fengzi doing a great job defending. You gotta say, there hasn't been a single drone killed yet so far, so Fengzi's got to be feeling pretty good about... Well, did I just curse him? I think I cursed him. It's a dead drone at the third. See, if you ever need a commentator to curse a game, I can do it. Well, still not the worst trade here for Fengzi. Still, he'd like to have some drones at this third base already up and mining. So Dewalt doing a great job with this early harass.
Yeah, no, because the value here is twofold, right? One is that he's keeping Fengzi occupied. Second, he's scouting. And Luke he's already, I think, has halfway done his cyber core.
Oh, yep. Yeah, you're right. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is really just kind of trying to force Fengzi to make Zerglings instead of drones. And it worked. Look at that. Wow. 6 more Zerglings at the third base here. Still no mining going on. I mean, you got to say, this was just a big success early on here for Dewalt. And we're seeing even a second cannon. So he knows
And a den.
something's up.
And a den.
Oh, den. Is this lurker?
Oh my god. It can be lurker bust.
It might be. Yeah, it is. Wow. Okay.
Oh my god.
He's
So now
really
the question
pulling
is,
out an old school build for us here.
yeah, that sounds very old school. Didn't face this on the ladder in a very, very long time.
Yeah, it's been a bit, but it can be strong if you don't expect it and you're not prepared for it. We'll see how Dewalt adjusts.
Oh.
Looks like drone count starting to rise here for Fengzi at the third base, finally starting to get some saturation there. Dewalt, though, has been on top of each and every single probe. 37 probes to the 23 drones of Fengzi. Of course, with this lurker timing, this is a big committal for Fengzi. So he's obviously hindering his own economy with the hopes of clearing this gateway and getting a very strong contain here versus Dewalt.
I'm really worried about this opening because the lurkers will be scouted before probably they will be made, right? So with the initial coaster is moving down to Fengzi's Bane. So
yeah, he sees the Hydroden, the late fourth hatchery.
So now the question: if Dewalt understands the opening. Because it can be a fast layer into Overlord speed and Mass Hydra, right?
Right.
But
I think he does.
Did he scout? He scouted the eggs. He scouted, but did he see them?
I think he knows they're coming here. He's already started building a robo actually, so he's trying to get ahead of the observer timing. I mean, he's got 4 cannons up, so I don't think that Fengzi has what he needs to bust.
I would do more. And we see additional one.
Oh, it gets targeted down by the lurker egg, though. Or the lurker spine. Here we go. Looks like gateway is down. This might be the timing he's waited for. Still, Corsair's picking up some big Overlord kills at the natural here. Yeah, this is going to hurt for Fengzi. See the supply block. Oh, no. Wow, Dewalt just making this look simple. Both players actually supply block. It looks like the pylon's going down at the natural there of Dewalt. Going to supply block him as well. We're seeing more and more Hydralisks being built here. Oh, wow, a shuttle. I really like this play. He's just going to drop off 4 Zealots inside the main here of Fengzi. If Fengzi, gets a little too far out on the map, this could do a significant amount of damage to his economy here. He's really going to need to rally some Hydralisks at home and defend against these 4 Zealots.
Especially that the majority of the force and the biggest force, the most important units are in front of the Protoss base.
Oh!
And we see a DT!
Wow, that's a great way to deal with this. Yeah, Fengzi,
oh my god.
Forced to retreat, but not before losing almost every single lurker. Spawning
and
pool
a spawning
going down
pool
inside the moon as well. Wow. Yeah.
Really nice technical play, and we have the Dark Templars being probably dropped in a moment in the third base. Now imagine a situation where the Hydra then would be sniped, right? No spawn, no Hydra then.
Yeah,
you
that
can
would
do
be
only
horrible.
drones.
Only drones. Oh man, that would be very bad. I can't believe he didn't leave an Overlord in the main. I saw he had DTs, but yeah, this is gonna do some serious damage again. Still good reaction time from Fengzi. It's not going to take too much damage from this. I mean, despite the economy, the supplies are very even between these two. Oh, there's a DT natural. Oh man! Wow.
Oh, I didn't.
Fengzi, you're so mad right now.
Seeing everything, I didn't see it. Okay. Oh my god. But we have a counter attack. It remains out the Protoss.
Oh no my god. Way! Wow, this is so many lurkers too. This is seriously gonna hurt Dewalt.
Oh my god.
Looks like there's a counter from Dewalt though too, killing off the third base, but as long as Fengzi's able to hold the main and natural, he should be fine here. There's no observer that I can see. Dragoon's on the high ground. So many probes have already fallen. He's just going to get on top of the production here. If he kills those 2 center pylons, Dewalt won't be able to make anything. But Dewalt targeting down the lurkers wisely.
Just
but
managed.
the observer falls again, and there's nothing to see these 2 lurkers on the low ground.
This is crazy game.
Yeah, this is a very, very insane game. Man, Hydra's again going to snipe another observer. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Caster's curse.
Yeah, exactly. Again. I'm good at that, I guess. Still, though, this is it. I think maybe Fengzi has done it here.
He might have. There is no robo. This is the only observer in the game.
And it's weak, too. Ooh, but there is a High Templar. That definitely makes things scary. That's exactly what Dewalt needs to kind of get back into this. He's got to really bank up some energy and hit some strong storms. But it doesn't look like Fengzi wants to allow that. It's really just getting up into the Protoss main base here, targeting down that High Templar. Hard Templar does fall here for Dewalt, and that is just so many Hydralis Mazur. Oh, he got the observer too.
Good.
Oh no. Now if these lurkers get on the high ground, that'll end the production here for Dewalt, and they're going for it. Corsairs countering inside the main for Dewalt, just trying to create some kind of distraction. And GG is called. Wow. I can't believe that, man. Looks like, yeah, Dewalt going to drop a game to Fengzi here. Game 2.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my camera. Yeah, really impressive. The beginning and the mid game, Dewalt huge advantage. Later, just
yeah. Later on, I mean, Fengzi
one
just
backstab, you're out.
Yep. He had a great timing on that natural there of Dewalt, and it was, really
Fengzi,
wild.
he knew that Dewalt. Yeah, I want to say that he knew that Dewalt took tech buildings. He did the drop, some run-bys, some Dark Templars, but that meant that he can't have too big of an army. And amazing play, game sense.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I believe
I'll reconnect maybe because I see some lag from my side. I'll just reconnect.
Sounds good. All right, sounds good, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into game number 3, Dewalt versus Fengzi. Alrighty, spawning top right side here again as the blue Protoss. It is Dewalt. And spawning cross positions as the red Zerg once again from China, looking to make a comeback. It is Fengzi. Old Chobo Zerg. I do like that ID. Old Chobo Zerg. Oh, man. Well, game 1, we saw Nexus first out of Dewalt. That worked really well for him. Game 2, it was a little more standard, that 9-gate into versus, Overpool again. So from what Fengzi's been showing us, he really favors the Overpool, which is a great build for Zerg. And yep, doing it again, actually. It's kind of just the most middle-of-the-road build that you could do every single game if you really wanted to, ZVP, and it wouldn't matter. But for some reason, Dewalt has an inkling to cross-scout and correctly scouts. I think this is another Nexus first, and I think this is going to be yet another advantage to Dewalt. Kind of crazy. You know, especially I mean, Fengzi is definitely a player who used to throw a lot of 9 pools out. You know, we haven't seen it yet today, which might just, you know, speak to how comfortable he is with his own play. That he's just willing to blindly go overpool 100% of the time. And I mean, he showed us so far. Hello. You back, Mazur? No, nope. Okay, okay. No worries. But yeah, looks like just 4 Zerglings out now for Fengzi so far. This is very standard, especially if you don't know what your opponent's up to. You don't really want to make the 6 Zerglings if it's a Forge first. You're kind of just losing out on a drone. But 4 is, you know, kind of a safe standard number. 2 more coming in after that as well here for Fengzi. And Fengzi this game going 3 hatcheries before gas. This will likely not be any kind of early Spire, early tech play from him. So yeah, got our 3 hatcheries here. Zergling get a scout again, the cannon just barely finishing up. And you got to be a little frustrated with that if you're Fengzi. This is such a build order counter who have scouted cross map and gone for the Nexus first. Yeah, it's just very well done there from Dewalt. Being built here. Again, this was you know, gas after 3rd hatchery, so likely going to be some type of hydrogen play just to at least kill off the Corsair, defend versus the early Corsair, while maybe going into a 5-6 hatch kind of play.
1 2 1 2. Can you hear me, guys?
Hey, yeah, we got you back.
Okay. Hey guys, sorry, apologize. Technical issues always.
No worries, no worries. Wow, what
Okay.
do you think of this play here so far from Fengzi? He went Zergling speed into lair so far.
Ha. Interesting. Probably he will try to punish if Dewalt will decide to move out with his initial zealots. But as I saw and everybody saw that this was a initial Nexus first play, right? So
Yes.
probably there won't be too much of a zealot harassment.
Yeah,
maybe it's more about denying this scout of Protoss and trying to surprise him with something.
I think you're right. That seems to be the meta again. I know for a long time Zergs weren't getting that early Zergling speed versus Protoss at all, but if anything, this last season of ASL just showed how well, you know, Zergs are willing to just go ahead, get some quick Zergling speed, and either threaten an attack or you know, something like that. Again, this is lair with Hydroden.
Oh, yeah.
No Spire.
But the Hydroden is a little bit late, so maybe this time he won't try the Lurker Bust, though it worked last game. Probably some kind of 5 hatch speed over play, maybe.
It could be. Yeah, you could be right.
But I think that Dewalt forgot about his Citadel, because he started his 2 additional gateways before the Citadel.
Oh, wow. That's unique. Huh.
Oh my god.
Not even Dewalt's perfect.
Yeah. StarCraft is about a game of mistakes, so now the question is if our old Trouble Zerg will manage to use that against him.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess he would have to get some kind of range, faster Hydralisk range, and maybe try to pick off the Forge or something to take advantage of that. But either way, it doesn't look like he really has the Hydra count, really focusing more on, it seems like just bolstering his economy at the moment, making more drones.
But you know, this will mean that maybe the Zealot move out won't be that fast, but there will be more Zealot, for sure.
Oh, yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, it'll definitely be just a bigger Zealot move out. I mean, that's already a scary amount of Zealots, Mazur. It's 7 moving out here for Dewalt so far.
Yeah, Machine, you're right, and he's still scouting, permanently scouting the Zerg player, so he knows everything what's happening.
Yeah, even picking off an Overlord there at the third base. Very well done from Dewalt. So he's going to try to find some kind of an opening here for these Zealots, whether it's the third base or the natural, I'm not sure. Looks to be moving more closer to the third base. I mean, that Evo chamber is a little exposed. That would be a nice pickup for Dewalt.
We saw in the first game that it made a difference.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, it's such a nice thing to be able to get away with. Still, though, looks like Fengzi going to go ahead and meet Dewalt out in the center of the map. I don't believe there's any upgrades yet for Fengzi, so this is +1 Zealots engaging into Hydralis here.
The engagement looked good for our Protoss player. Now, let's see what will happen here.
Ooh, Fengzi doing a great job, just kind of moving behind the hatcheries, really, you know, employing these wall-offs as much as he can in these fights.
Yeah, and Dewalt also is stacking up, still scouting. Didn't lose his two initial Corsairs, so he's permanently scouting what's happening. He sees that there's no Spire, so he doesn't have to make additional Corsairs. He can focus on his ground army and tech. Oh my god, this is a big amount of Hydras.
Yeah, that's a lot of Hydras. I was never going to go for Dewalt there. Fengzi definitely upping the production here. Has quite a sizable Hydra force for now. Like you said, no Spires, so I'm expecting Lurkers here shortly, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, I think you're right. And this is always a difficult time for moment in the game for a Protoss player. You need to decide, okay, if there are lurkers, you need, and if you get contained in front of your main, it's almost impossible, or maybe it's very difficult to move out of that. You need to be very patient, good with storms, and your opponent needs to make a mistake or two.
Yeah, definitely. Corsair does get picked off here, but Dewalt already starting to stack some Templars at his natural wall off. 5 Zealots trying to slip around, but Fengzi had an Overlord in position to catch them. It looks like Spire halfway completed here for Fengzi. He's also opted to add that 6th hatchery, take a gas at his third base. All the things you want to do at this point in the game.
We might see a similar situation to the first game where Fengzi decided to switch to Mutas to snipe those High Templars.
Yeah, I mean, another thing, even in that game, Dewalt got some miracle storms off to clear those mutas pretty quickly. It doesn't always work like that for Protoss. So if Fengzi can really get a group of muta together, dive in and pick off these Templar, he could be very close to taking a huge advantage here.
Yeah, and we see that Fengzi has spent a lot of his gas. I'm not sure if those were lurkers or mutas. Yeah, we see mutas. So.
Yeah, those mutas are. Looks like they're going to come into play here pretty shortly. There's only one Corsair, so. I mean, Dewalt's only shown one Corsair. Maybe if he's got a Dark Archon hidden inside the main. Nope, no, nothing. Things are going to look pretty scary here for Dewalt in a second.
Okay,
there they are.
We see them. We see those mutas, pesky, flying. I don't know how to call them, but I would curse,
yeah.
But we're on the stream, all right? So basically, we see those flying things that will snipe, and we'll need to see how many of those High Templars will manage to snipe. Oh, look at this! He saved his. He moved 2 of his High Templars back, and now 1 storm, 2nd storm.
Yeah, does a great job so far, at least picking off 2 of those High Templar, but the Mutaflock's pretty much gone already. No lurkers yet, so it's really just truly pure Hydra here, but an overwhelming amount of Hydras. from Fengzi. Great control as well to dodge the storms. What is going on here?
And he killed majority of those goons that tried to move back to his expansion to be safe to combine it with the reinforcement army. Okay.
Yeah,
Now
absolutely
Fengzi looks in an amazing situation.
He didn't attack the third right away. I was a little surprised by that. It might have bought enough time for Dewalt to get some storm over here and be able to defend this. And yeah, it looks like he did. Oh man. Still great pressure though from Fengzi. Behind it, he is able to secure his own fourth base and actually remake an entire group of mutas here. So I'd really like to see Fengzi just group up another, you know, amount of Hydralisks and then go for a counter timing again.
Yeah, you know, if something works, why change? It's right.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
works amazingly.
It worked. Keep doing it. Yep. Yeah. No, it really did too. So that is so many mutas. That's more than a control group of mutas. That's crazy.
And we have only 3 storms. I love that Dewalt decided for the plus 50 upgrade. But now let's see the storms. How the snipes will look like. Okay.
Beautiful pickups there for Fengzi, only losing one muta, I believe. Looks like there is a roaming force though from Dewalt, DT, and Zealots looking to create some havoc behind all of this. Oh, here comes the DT at the third base. Third base completely undefended here. But at the same time, Fengzi gonna move in and engage at this third base of Dewalt. All of the units are on the low ground for Dewalt. More mutas diving in, trying to maybe pick off the remaining Templar here. And yeah, this is a dead Nexus.
Oh, this looks amazing for Fengzi.
Yeah, Fengzi really just doing a great job dodging storms, staying on top of these high Templar. And now with Dewalt only on 2 mining bases here, this is looking very rough.
Oh my god. That's why you need to have a Dark Archon.
Yeah, no, a Dark Archon there with, you know, Maelstrom definitely would have prevented a lot of that. But, man, this DT doing some good damage to these Hydralisks, but there's just an endless amount of Hydralisks here from Fengzi.
Yeah, perfect production. Though the limits are very similar, right? But still,
yes.
Fengzi has an additional expansion, and Dewalt is slowly starving. His main and expansion is slowly growing, and soon he won't be able to make anything because there won't be any minerals left.
Yeah, there's just not going to be enough resources here. He's forced to make so many Dragoons, so many Zealot when he really needs high Templar and Storm, and he doesn't have the energy. Oh, what bad luck. He gets the Templar sniped right away. And yeah, this is looking like Fengzi's game. There we go. Wow, GG is
amazing. Amazing. Really perfect play by Fengzi. Really, Dewalt played really good. It needs to be said. But the Muta snipes, that made